Berserk of Gluttony. Episode 3 begins with Fate stopping Roxy at the gate. Roxy tells him that it's her in disguise leaving on a secret inspection. Fate apologizes as he doesn't recognize her, and she invites him to accompany her on the journey. The two make their way to the city, and Roxy requests him to call her Lexi for the day. Greed teases them, and Fate tells him to shut up. Unfortunately, Roxy thinks he is telling her to shut up and apologizes for being annoying. Fate assures that he wasn't saying it to her, and they proceed with the inspection. She requests to see his sword, but Fate fears she will know who he really is. She, however, doesn't find out. They proceed to the market and taste grapes. She accidentally claims they were grown in her own house, which makes the vendor suspicious. Fate, however, covers up for her. Just then, a holy knight arrives and hears Fate's stomach grumble. He goes on to intimidate Fate, but Roxy steps in between. The holy knight almost realizes she is a holy knight, but the two pretend to be a couple, and she scolds him for not eating the breakfast prepared by her and apologize. She feels the thrill of linking arms with a boy, and Fate reads her mind and pulls back. They proceed to see a vendor selling lucky stones that could possibly have a gem inside. Fate uses his appraisal skill to look into an ore and find it to be a dud. Roxy, however, returns the stone, and they walk away. Roxy then goes on to inquire about an incident from Bypasses discussing it, but they recommend she speak to a warrior. Fate takes her to the bar he used to dine at. They inquire from the owner an old ad and get to know that it is probably a monster who killed the goblins. Roxy gets harassed by a few warriors there, but she teaches them a lesson. They realize she is a holy knight and apologize. After leaving, they run into the Vleriks, harassing a boy claiming he is under their protection. Roxy frees him from them, and they take the boy and feed him delicious food. Unfortunately, they aren't able to find the child's mother and offer to let him stay at her house for the night. Just then, the mother approaches them and they hand over the child. Fate is concerned Roxy might see him if she ventures out to fight the monster. The next day, Fate heads over to the market and buys a mask to conceal his identity. He also purchases an ore and gifts her the one with the blue gem she likes. The last scene of Berserk of Gluttony. Episode 3 changes to the Holy Knights having a meeting.